so I can share it.
Welcome to Bhillz live stream powered by Quality Music Management. We got special guest here today with us. Half of the experience. We got Jokken in the
What's
building,
good,
man.
y'all? What's good, man? Thank you for having me again, B Hills, bro.
Not,
I love to be
not
on the
anytime.
podcast, man.
Yeah, you already know, man. Anytime. So we gonna jump into this song real quick. We gonna play this "I Love You." So, tell the people a little bit about the song before we play it.
All right, so I Love You is pretty much the song where me and my oldest daughter Jamila did together. We did it like 2, 3 years, like probably 2 years ago. And like she always expressed that, she loved to sing and she always see me do it and everything. So I was like, all right, let me see what she do on the track. And this is the first one I produce with me and her. Well, not produced, but more so just mixed and put our voices together. And then you'll hear the second one, which is Always Happy that she was on too. But yeah, this one just our first collab together on the music scene. And yeah, we just wanted to show the world.
All right, so we'll get right into it, man. This is Jokken. I love you. And then what's your daughter's name? What is it?
Jamila. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, Jamila.
All right. So that's what's
Pardon
up.
me, Mia Mila.
So is this song? It's not out yet, is it, or is it out?
No, these songs aren't out. It's just gonna be songs that I push just to the public. Just if any man have kids or anybody who have kids who wanna show this to them and it resonates to them, then it's one of those songs that everybody can have within uh their experience.
For sure.
But
So
it is gonna be on YouTube though.
all right, so we'll get right into it, man. We go come back and we go talk.
All right, bet.
They my babies and I will give them the world. Yeah. God knew what he was doing when he blessed me with 2 little girls. I can't breathe if I don't fulfill their needs. A father is what a girl really needs. Their soul set me free. Tryna be the best I can be. I'm glad to be in your world. This song's for my little girls. My little girls. Jamila's so big and strong, got a mind of her own. Caitlin is amazing, can't wait to take my little girl home. They give me all that sass when we video on the phone. Then see me in person, give me hugs and kisses and don't wanna go home. They are my babies, they are my babies. I can't believe I'm crying when I'm right into this. When you get older, just know that I'm here. I'm right here. I'm right here. We growing through this life together. Just know that it's forever. Won't you say you love me too? Do that one. Won't you say you love me too?
Won't you say you love me too? I love you, you love me. You are family, stay with me. You hug me and you kiss me fine. You get kissed, you love me too.
Yep. Good job.
That shit is dope.
Right on, bro.
No, but yeah, that's dope, man. I love seeing shit like that, man.
Yeah, man. Like when she expressed that she wanted to sing and everything, I was like, oh yeah, that's something I wanna do for her. At least do do more kid friendly songs and that we can push out to parents and their children and stuff. You know.
Yeah, yeah. To like have music that you can play in the car with them in the car
Yeah.
and shit, and
Yep.
feel comfortable with it, you know. Because that's
Mhm.
the thing is whenever is like you don't really think about how bad out the music you making until you ride around and you playing it in front of your
Yeah, you
kids.
can't. Right.
You know? And then it be all like it's different whenever it's your
Yeah.
kids.
Look. Yeah, look. Just start making kid bops. For our.
Nah,
That is
for
when
real.
you made it when they made kid bop songs with
Yeah,
your music.
nah, for real. So
Ah.
for people that just getting familiar, which I know we know each other, but tell people a little bit about your background, man, like where you grew up at, and a little bit about
Okay.
like your startup.
Yeah, I'm from St. Louis, Missouri, born and raised. At 17, I joined the Marine Corps. Then did 10 years within that. I lived in Japan for 2.5 years, Geneva, Switzerland for a year, Abuja, Nigeria for a year, Bucharest, Romania for a year. Then I traveled to Pordenone, Italy, Germany, Czech Republic, Mexico, um, and France, and just and then in my last 5 years, I was in San Diego, and that's where I had my two. Hey! What I tell ya? Yeah, in my last 5 years, I was in San Diego, and that's where I made my two beautiful daughters, and now came back home. And when I came back home to just rekindle with my family and just for us to learn each other again, since I have been gone for like 12 years,
Yeah.
just wanted them to know me for who I am now. You know what I'm saying? So went
Yeah.
home, did school, went through school of massage therapy at the Hill Art Center. I got my massage certification, and now I'm going to school to become an HVAC technician at Palomar College in San Diego, California.
Hell yeah, that's dope,
So
man.
yeah,
So
but
whenever you were in the 10 years that you were serving, did you
yeah.
continue making music?
Like I didn't do no music in the military. I was more so listening. I was a music connoisseur. Like I got a playlist on YouTube where it's like 1,400 songs, and it all came from me just hand picking those, and they got 23K views, and I didn't even know that. I just saw it. I'm like, dang, all right. So with that, I was just more so a music connoisseur of like listening to different genres and actually tapping into the words, the lyrics, the instrumentals, the beats, and whatnot. Hey, one more. Hey, go in the room. Go in the room. I told you I was on the interview. Here, go play in the room. Go play in the room.
So did you make music before you went into the service?
No, it was just all poetry. It was all poetry.
So you just
Yeah.
so how long have you been making music then?
I started making music when I moved back home to St. Louis in 2023. So me like I had the idea of like putting some of my poetry onto a beat and everything, and then I had hit Squeak. I had bro up Squeak, and then my other bro in Washington, Melody. And I was like, hey, is this good? Should I pursue something with this? And then it was like, yeah, you got something. So, ever since that, I pretty much pushed it, especially when he came, like when I came home, Squeak already had like a studio within his house. So I just started on that. And then when his system went down, that's when I start to learn, band lab, like another opportunity for as of me just learning the music and going at my pace
Mhm.
came in, and yeah, I just took it and ran with it, man.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, because shout out BandLab too, because I know a lot of people they be feeling types of way BandLab, but I feel like it's
Yeah,
good because it's a good way for like you said, you can learn how to
exactly,
make on there, you can learn how to make beats, you can learn how to be comfortable with your own voice. You know what I mean? Because
exactly,
a lot of times whenever you get in the studio and you hear what you sound
man.
like in the headset, it ain't like how you sounded like in your
It's
head.
not, it's
You
not,
know,
man.
sometimes you don't want people around to hear that. They want you want
Uh
to make
huh.
sure you get to that point where you comfortable with yourself because a lot of it is listening to yourself and train your
Mm-hmm.
voice. You know what I mean, and
Yep,
stuff.
and and I get that. A lot of people like, oh, yeah, you need studio this, studio quality this, but I'm like at the same time. when you not engineering or producing your own stuff, that person don't really know how you want your sound to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's like and nothing, nothing against the producers and engineers that's doing their thing out there for these other artists and everything. But I have a particular sound that I know I wanted it to sound like. And
yeah,
if I'm not getting that in the studio, then I'm not going. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? It's like
yeah,
one of those things of I'd rather learn of how to perfect it on BandLab in my own hands or get the equipment in the studio of when I can and do it myself and do a
yeah,
whole Travis Scott
yeah.
and do you know what I'm saying? Because at
Well,
the end of the day, we know our sounds like we do. Like you know your sounds of how you want to produce your sounds and how you want your
yeah,
voice and sound to go on what you produce. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? We need to
yeah,
stick to, not letting other people control our art. And,
yeah.
a
Because
lot of people want to get on AI, this and that, but when they go into these studios, at the end of the day, it's somebody else controlling your art. If you want to,
yeah.
if we want to be real about it.
And everybody's really just doing it the way that either somebody taught them how to do it or the
Yeah,
way they taught
yeah.
themselves how to do it. You know what I mean? So if you go in there, you go sound like unless you already like feeling a producer and you're like, man, I like the way that he makes artists sound. Then I can see
Exactly, right
I can
there.
see trying to get in a producer. But if you just trying to and like I've used Logic, Pro Tools, BandLab, all of them, and they're all pretty much the same, man. Like
See,
you know what I mean?
right,
It's
man. That's
not
how
like
you use.
if you can figure it out on BandLab, you can figure it out on Logic, you can figure it out on Pro Tools, and you can use BandLab on laptops and stuff too. You know what I'm saying? Like I mean, like you
Uh-huh.
got you know. But yeah, man. So so let's talk about what are some artists that like inspired you? Like you
All right, so
mentioned your playlist and stuff. So tell us some of the artists, some of the top artists that's on your playlist.
growing up, I was a big Trey Songz fan, man. I was a
Yeah,
big Trey.
you kind of look
Uh,
like
yeah, look, I get, I get that.
him.
Oh man, look, yeah, so big Trey Songz fan, and it's more so I guess it's the entertainment aspect of it behind it. So Trey Songz, Chris Brown, Brent Fayez, Don Toliver, but just growing up and actually, getting captivated into music, I was a big Trey Songz fan when it comes to actually like going into his discography and just like learning, what he does with his music and his ad libs and his sounds and his different things, his music videos to his, his how he planned it and how he set it out and whatnot. So I
Yeah,
was definitely a student to how Trey Songz did his things.
yeah,
But growing out of growing into the phase of me becoming a artist, I I was tapping into Don Toliver, Brent Fayez, and always had influence by Chris Brown due to him just being overall this beast in the whole field of entertainment.
yeah. Not definitely.
Yeah, yeah, legend. But yeah, old school '90s man. '90s music had a very a tone, a very grasp on my heart when it comes to making music and everything. I definitely want to put those concepts and logics into my music. But just
Yeah,
everyday situations and experience of me, myself, and other people is what I like to hone into on my music. So you hear like more spiritual terms and whatnot because that's what I lived through, and
yeah.
that's
So
why
have
I
you
push
always
for people
have,
to
have you
resonate.
always been a real spiritual person? Like
Not 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 always, not always far as up to the full extent as of right now, but I always had like a spiritual outlook of life growing up. But far as of now, going into like my spiritual awakening through the military of like, dang, these things is not what it seemed to be. It's something more, to life in itself. And when you start tapping into the understanding of you and who you are, then and how you navigate and fit within this world, then yeah, man,
yeah,
you just start to learn more and more and more, and that's what I did. And now to the point of where I'm at now, but also still learning, every day.
yeah. Nah, I feel you because I feel like a lot of people like they be looking for too much stuff like in the physical form. Whenever there's just a lot
Hmm.
of stuff you can't see, like energy and shit like that. That that
Yes,
that shit's
good,
stronger.
man.
Like energy, you know what I mean, and shit like that. Like definitely. Like
Eh,
so.
I would say
So
if you
how
think
was it?
about it,
How was it that you ended up getting into all that though?
For me, I think it's more so of having a curious mind and imagination. Man. I feel like most artistic people tap into that side of thing because they when you
I
have
call it the
imagination
muse.
where you can
Yeah, it's like the
create,
muse, you know?
something out of nowhere, then
Yeah,
it's like, where did you get that from? You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? So why not have the possibilities of thinking of anything in this world that you can, you
yeah,
know? But once I got, the like I always still hold the Christian's values, and some moral aspects, within myself. But when it comes to my full on, spiritual beliefs, they will override most Christian aspects and beliefs
yeah,
that I did have because morally it fits for me,
yeah.
just being a great a human being, good human being.
I think the
And
times have changed that too. If you think about it, like the
mm-hmm,
internet and stuff, because it's like I remember, like like growing up and stuff, and everything was real Christian value, everything, and now it's like,
yeah,
and then now it's like ever since the internet and people been able to kind of find
it's
their own
exposure,
information,
man.
yeah, then they kind of it's which like you said you like I believe that religion is good for people, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
because it's
Oh,
like
yeah.
for
Hell
people who are
yeah.
tribal, because a lot of people are tribal, so if you go be part of a tribe, might as well be part of a good
Mm-hmm.
tribe. But at the same time, there's people like you said, like that are free thinkers and think for
Mm-hmm.
themselves and are curious, and you want to,
Yeah.
and whenever you kind of start digging, sometimes this don't add up, right? So it's like that's
Yeah.
what makes you. And whenever I feel like you could grab and gravitate to all the good sides of all the religions, all the spiritual shit, and
Exactly,
and
man.
be one with it. You don't gotta pick
Yeah,
one.
I was say at the same time, bro, we all talking about the same thing. At
Yeah,
the same time, we all got different names and different titles for who look up to or whatnot. Some of us believe the God is within ourselves, like Jesus said in the Bible. The God is within yourself, and we supposed to be Christ-like. You know what I'm saying? So those are some like of the characteristics and tendencies that I'll take from the Bible of what the message that he preached. I don't interpret it in the way that a lot of people do. And
yeah,
plus, I think Jesus was his own lineage for his people that he came here for
yeah,
to push that to.
yeah,
So it's not. I'm not taking away from Muhammad. I'm not taking away from Buddha. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? From all of these other religions, they all have the right message far as of ensuring that their culture and their people live righteously amongst
mhm,
each other, but also the world.
yeah,
That's what we fail to realize, that they all speak the same message. But are you gonna take what they say and apply it to your life? A
yeah.
lot of people don't do that. They want to be this religious person, but they don't apply it to their life. You know what
Well,
I'm
I think
saying?
I think a lot of that is because it's like with any kind of like with religion or any kind of
Hmm.
gathering, there's gonna be corruption in it. So
Yeah,
in
yeah,
the corruption did the divide and conquer, and they like put all the religions against each other. Like you said,
yeah.
like everybody could just be living in their own world because just
But
because you live in this region and I live in
hmm
this region doesn't mean that you're any worse than me just because you go to a different church.
exactly.
But they try to make it seem like that. They try to
You
pinpoint
know,
it and make you against each other. That's
yeah.
that's
The
the
mind is
corruption in
a
it.
Mine is a crazy thing, man. Because like for me, like if I was to hear that of them controlling us, if we all keep having the mindset of them controlling us, this and that, and not have the mindset of like, oh, I'm not going to let them control us or
Yeah,
control me, then we
yeah,
can easily make we can make that change as a whole as a people. But of what you said, we stuck in the mindset of them controlling us,
yeah,
and we know that they are controlling us. That's the
yeah,
thing, and we know
yeah.
it. So
It's
it's
really
like
like you just can't concentrate on
yeah,
it
yeah.
because if you
So
concentrate, because they can be in control of you, but you just in your mind be like, "Hey, no, I'm doing what I
yeah,
want," and then
uh-huh,
in hindsight, you're gonna do what you want because you are
uh-huh.
what you think. So if you sit there and constantly think
You got it.
negativity,
Be
then
it,
that's just
man.
gonna come to you.
So at the end of the day, when we focus on self and our inner self and know that we producing good energy and we producing good morals and good values towards others, and we only wish good intentions, then it's only going to push and spread because energy is one hell of a thing too. Our
Yeah.
brain waves connecting as well.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
We have our aura field for a reason.
Yeah.
It's the same. So
Yeah.
like
And
once we all have that mindset and those affirmations within ourselves, I'm telling you, it's gonna push because you're only gonna want to be around those people with the same thought process and the same way of living, and then
Yeah,
so on and so forth, so
yeah,
forth. But that's how we get
yeah,
communities, you know.
yeah. And it goes right hand in hand with music too, because it's like whenever like I feel like the energy that whenever you're making the song, people feel
Hmm.
that energy. So like
Yes.
if you're having a good time and enjoying yourself making this song, or then people go feel that. I feel like they, you know what I mean. But like if you sitting
Yeah.
there, you're just trying to get this song done, and you don't even really want to do it. You just like, man, I gotta get this shit. Then I feel
It.
like it never gonna come out right. You know what I mean? The energy that you put into it is the energy that people can take from it whenever they hear it too. I feel like.
Yeah. That's like the energy we put into it, like before, during, and after, bro. Because it's like,
Yeah,
oh, we can do a song and we can really love it, and then well, once it's done, we just forget about it, you
yeah,
know. Or we can do a song that we don't like, and then it resonate with other people, and then So it's one of those like we got to have that before, during, and after when it comes to making music that
yeah,
resonates with us first,
yeah,
and then so on and so forth. Because you got a lot of artists in today's time where they ain't writing their music that they don't really resonate with what they are saying.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Because they're trying to fit in a box, or they're trying
Yeah,
to
look,
please
right?
somebody. You know what I mean?
Or have like a monetary value
Yeah.
behind it.
Because that's the thing is a lot of people they're not really trying to like music's kind of changed. Like it used to be like it was more about the artist. Now it's more
Here,
about
just
the
grab
person.
one.
You know, now instead of it being about the artist like how it used to be, now it's more about like the person, the brand, the individual. Because the thing about it, like we used to really not know much about artists. All we really knew
Mm-hmm.
about was like if we read an article in a magazine about
Yep.
them, or we seen a music video, and all that's all polished up. But now it's like as an artist, you got to be on social media, you got to be
Mm-hmm.
a content creator,
It's
you got to
like,
do all this other stuff. So you're really selling yourself as a human being first before people even give you a chance to even listen to your music. Because if they don't
mm-hmm.
like you, you know what I mean? Whenever it used to be the
Yeah.
opposite, it used to be like,
Right.
who
It's
cares?
all about music. It's all about the music.
Because think about it, it used to be like people like artists were known to be like assholes, like divas, and
Mm-hmm.
like you know what I mean, people that were just not grounded to
Yep.
earth no more. But now
Yep.
it's like if you're like that, you can't really make it in this industry. You got to be
And
a well-rounded, grounded person,
go
make it out here. I feel like,
drink and go to the room. Uh-huh. And all of that is being exposed in today's time frame, especially when we are
yeah,
moving to a 5D earth where everything is becoming to more spiritual, more eye
yeah,
opening. The truth is coming out. The age of Aquarius, man.
yeah.
All of it's gonna be out, man.
And I think
And
that's really like the internet. The internet really opened Pandora's
yeah,
box
look,
where everything is like
internet,
you can't hide
AI.
it no more. Yeah, yeah. Now with AI too, like AI, you can ask AI anything and it knows it.
And you
AI
know
knows
what's crazy, Be here?
everything.
You know what's crazy? And I had to say this on your podcast because there's a lot of people who put down AI and whatnot, but I'm like, we've been using AI ever since we had internet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Google, Yahoo, shit, even Facebook, any search engine that we insert something into, that's AI. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? Like a lot of people don't understand or understand what it is, or what they've been using or what they haven't or not using.
but it's
And
starting to
they
think for themselves though. Like I've read this thing and it was talking about like they were deleting this AI and it started like copying itself on other drives and stuff. Like not even
yeah.
they didn't even tell it to. So that like they told it to delete itself, so it started copying itself before
Mm-hmm.
it deleted itself. Like that's some crazy shit because that's like thinking for itself.
Yeah. Hey,
AI because it is though. You
you
know.
know what I thought about? You know what I thought about too with AI? I was like, dang, AI is almost like what we are to the guy or the creator. You know what I'm saying? We
Yeah.
start thinking for ourselves. We start, you
I
know.
think I think I really think like I think that we're like really like an ancient culture that and I think that
Mm-hmm.
like we were like seeded here. Like, you know what I mean? Like we're really from somewhere else. And this might
Oh
sound
yeah,
crazy,
yeah.
but we were like
I
seeded here.
know.
And we're
We
basically
weird. Be here. Go ahead,
we're
man.
basically just like following the steps that was already
Mm-hmm.
here before. So like, like the people, the aliens or whoever
You
brought
know,
us
you know
here.
about the Sumerian, the Sumerians
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
with the Anunnaki and everything.
Uh a
So you got the
little bit.
Sumerians, who was the first civilization, and then so they beliefs was basically that the Anunnaki came down and was the one who gave them the different technologies and everything to advance, and then going towards the Babylonian, where they had Gilgamesh and the demigod. There was, and all of this is way before Bible.
Yeah,
When the Bible came out and everything, but if you read those stories and do the research on those too, you'll see that they have similarities towards what's going on with the Old Testaments and the New Testaments and
yeah,
whatnot. But
yeah,
it's just good to read and just good to have all of these different things that why I only stick to this one thing when I truly don't know for myself and versus what they taught me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah,
yeah,
like that's just something that I would have to deal with when I pass away. If it was to deem to be true, if it was a Lord and Savior, like if I lived righteously my whole life and I didn't, believe in that exact, Jesus or that exact God, and I can't get in the pearly gates. That's something I have to deal with when it's my
yeah.
time. But other
But
than
I
that, I'm
don't
gonna
really,
live. I'm gonna
but
live the right way and righteous way, happy,
but
peaceful,
to me,
and
like,
just treat everybody.
like that don't even really make sense because it's like if
I
people
know,
like, oh,
bro,
you got to be Christian, but what happened before there was even Christians? Like people just didn't get in
bro,
that,
bro.
Like
Look, look.
everybody was religious, nobody got that.
Hey,
It's
man,
everybody,
you talk too much truth right now. You better stop.
we gonna get this trip shut down. Here, let's play a song. Let's play. Talk
Yeah.
about this always. This always.
So yeah, so always happy. It's pretty much that's Jamila's song that I wrote for her, and it's basically her just expressing that she's having a good time with daddy and loving mommy and just spending time with her brothers and whatnot, and just me just letting everybody just introducing Jamila to the music world. But yeah, we're gonna make more songs together for sure.
That's what's up. So we gonna
But
get right
always
into
happy.
it. We gonna get right into it, man. We gonna talk more.
I'm a lit kid.
I'm always happy when I'm with my mom. It's always fun when I'm with my dad. They make me happy when I'm feeling sad. I like to play with my brothers and I like to play with my friends. I had so much fun with them. I hope
It never ends. Yeah. See, I got my daughter on the track. After she eat her snacks, she be coming right back. Tell me about the fun that she had and how her friends made her laugh. We know she loves her mom and dad. Personality so big and bright. I know one day she'll be under the lights, but now be a kid and take your
I'm
time.
always happy when I'm with my mom. It's always fun when I'm with my dad. They make me happy when I'm feeling sad. I like to play with my brothers and I like to play with my friends. I had so much fun with them. I hope it never ends.
It never ends.
Yeah, it was just like little struggle for a Christmas thing. Keep her
This
because like she be getting frustrated with working with me because
because if you wanted to perfect it, you be all like,
well
you be
we're not
like, do
perfected, but it's just
it. I can tell you wrote
it's
that
just
song.
that their attention span is just it's like so quick that like when you need a part to be done correctly for just to get it across clearly, they don't understand it. So it's just like for me, I'm like, all right, this is what I'm doing. Have the track running and just say the same thing over, just sing the
Yeah,
same thing over, and then I'm just cut it and paste it. I
piece
have
it.
to learn, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. Let them do it in one take, and then just
Yeah, man. Because
so
I be seeing the frustration on their face, and yeah, they don't.
They be wanting to just go in there one take like
Yeah,
Jay.
right.
I'm out.
Yeah, look.
That's good. So let's talk about your creative process, man. Tell people a little bit about the creative process whenever you're making music, man.
You know,
Like
it's crazy. Like whenever I'm making music, s- sometimes it'll come from me listening to an instrumental, but most times it comes from me just thinking, man, just going into my brain and thinking. And most things I write about or I like to write about is more situational or convenience of what we do in our real life. You know, like a prime example of one of those songs is like bathroom music. With bathroom music, it's pretty much like sitting in a bathroom writing music. You know, especially when you do have your significant your other. Most people, you know, that bathroom, they'll be in the bathroom 30 hours, you know, not even knowing though, but you're so into what you're doing that
yeah.
they actually like your legs start to fall asleep and you know and stuff, but
Well,
you just don't
sometimes
know.
whenever, yeah, and whenever you got a significant other, sometimes that's the only time you get by yourself.
Yeah,
Like,
man, for real, because they
like
want the
sometimes,
attention, man. They want
yeah,
the
because them showers longer whenever you staying with somebody. I'll be
yeah.
taking showers and I just like sit there just peaceful, man. They be thinking you doing some other shit in
Ah,
there. It's like, nah, I was just
and
chilling.
but it's not even you know, and it's not even on the significant other because you know you should be able to do your art in front of them or around them, but it's just more so. I think it's just one of those peaceful things of just being in your by yourself
Yeah,
in a small space, like almost how people would feel in a booth. Like you
yeah,
in a small space by yourself, and you can actually think.
yeah,
Think about some songs and think about something like even with All Nighter. I was thinking about like, dang man, this is what I really do. I really do stay up all night. While I should be sleeping, just think about songs, writing songs, or doing music or whatnot. And um, of course, I always like to bring the woman aspect into it and having a woman because just we all have that sense of love within when we write,
it's our
you know.
nature. Yeah,
Yeah, and you
and
can't
not,
deny that
yeah, and
they
I
have
agree.
a big influence in a male's life or whatever life they present themselves in.
Yeah, and I agree with what you were saying, like saying how like you should be able to do your art in front of people, but at the same time, like I'm the same way. Like whenever I'm at the early stages of what I'm doing, I don't
Hmm.
really I like to just be by myself and do it by
Yeah.
myself because sometimes at first like the vision's in your head, but you ain't getting
Hmm.
it out yet. So if somebody else is there, their energy whenever they hear what you said, they'd be like, "What the hell is he even talking about?" And that
Yeah.
might fuck up the whole vibe of it because your the vision isn't even there yet. They just hurt hearing the, you know what I'm saying. So that's why I really like kind of the beginning process is being by myself. I like vibing with people though. Like I enjoy going. Like I really, if I had my way, I would like to just make the song and then whenever it's time to go into the record it, actually go to like a studio and record it in front of people because then you can get that different like
Yep.
ideas on it and stuff, but it's already at a point where it's where you want it to be. So
Exactly.
anything that they say is just extra. They're not changing your vision because your
Hmm.
vision's already there, you know?
Yep. To have that. Yep. To have that reference track.
Yeah.
And that's one thing. Yeah, with Ben Lab, and I noticed that when I do book a studio session, that I wouldn't mind taking the time out to listen to the songs, reference tracks that I have versus sending to them beforehand. I'd rather listen to it to them with them there with
Yeah.
me there and be like, all right, this is how, and then go into it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's because it shouldn't be no miscommunications on how you want certain things to sound or how you want them done. They know it from their professional end of things, but you know it with your ear.
Mhm. That's why I like the streaming stuff because I like how it's like we can make music and then we send it in and then we
Yeah,
all just
man.
talk about it. So it's like you know what I mean, and you can take it with a grain of salt. You know what I mean? Because that's how it
Yeah.
is with everything. Like everybody's gonna have their opinion on something. You know what I mean? But a
Yep.
lot of times it'll open your eyes. You'd be like, man, it could be a little better on that one part or the
Yeah.
volume because it's easy to get in tunnel vision whenever you're
Mm-hmm.
creating. you know.
And especially you are listening to it with other songs that are being played too, for as of quality, for as of
Yeah,
so like when I hear you play a song before you play mine, and then I hear their quality, and then I hear mine, I'm like, all right, okay, I see what I did there, what I could do there. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
I'm always learning from my last. I'm always listening to my older projects so I can learn,
yeah,
and matching it with mine today. I'm always trying to improve from my last second from behind.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah. And that's how it should be as an artist and stuff, you know. Let's talk about a little bit about the projects that you got out right now, man. Uh, so you want to tell people a little about the projects that you got out? I know you just dropped
Oh
a
yeah.
stuff.
Yeah, so the projects I have out. So with the experience, we have Road Trip Vibes 1, Road Trip Vibes 2, and the Red Room, which is the EP. Road Trip Vibes 1 and 2 is pretty much our journey of actually doing road trips. Road Trip Vibe 1 came from California to St. Louis, and most of those songs on that album came from me writing in California, and my thought and my thought within that time frame of writing them.
Do
And
you do
then
you do you feel like since you've lived like so many different places, do you feel like whenever you're in a different environment, your writing is different?
it's different, man. Look, I was just about to say that. I was just about to say a place, so a time and space can definitely change the way that you think, man. It's just more so the way that you are thinking at that moment in time.
Yeah,
Like I was gonna where I am, I'm gonna create a EP or album where it does talk about my different experiences around the world and everything, and use some of their beats and instruments
that'd be
to
dope.
get that point across, man. Yeah, like because like Japan got some dope ass sound,
Yeah,
Romania got some dope
the little
sound,
domes and
Africa, yeah, man.
yeah.
Look, I'm telling you. No, it's gonna be cool, but but it's just more so talk about my experience that hopefully people can resonate to it, and if not, at least I have the music for myself to as a memory to
Yeah.
my exploring and my time in the military and everything.
Yeah, and I feel like music a lot it's like a virtual like stamp, like you're like leaving your mark. You know what I mean? It's like your
Yeah.
virtual blueprint on
Mm-hmm.
life, or your, you know what I mean? Because it's like your grandkids could listen to the music, or like
Yeah.
great grandkids. Like imagine like right now if we could go look up our great grandpa's Facebook and see what he was
Right,
really
look.
like. Like you know what I mean? Like watch him on live and shit. See what he was really like. You know what I'm saying? Like that would be
They gonna be
cool.
like, man, daddy was a
But that's how it's gonna be though. That's
yeah, and, man.
as long as the power grids keep going, then that's what
Mm-hmm.
it's gonna be. You know what I mean?
Yep. And that, and that's why I'm changing, not changing, but more so making about to start making music that is more spiritual based, because that's where I'm at with my life. The music that I have been making is more so of I mean, it resonated, but not fully. It's just more so I was making it just so people to engage. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I resonate with some, but not all. So now I want to make music that resonate with all of me. You
yeah.
know,
It's like first you have to get their ear, and
yeah,
then you get their
cause
heart. Like you
yeah,
know what
cause
I
at
mean?
first,
Because you gotta get your attention. You know what I mean? You gotta give them
yeah,
something that they're familiar with. That's not, you know what I
exactly
mean?
for beer that, yep,
And then they go get interested, and then they go be like, all right, well,
mm-hmm,
let's really see what this person's about, and they actually care about what you're gonna say or what your
yeah.
feelings are about things. You know?
Yeah, I say if we think about it, most songs, most artists break out into the mainstream when they play something that is familiar to people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah,
Most remakes or most samples or
yeah.
so break out artists.
Well,
So
that's
when
a trick.
people,
That's a trick too, is to make make beats that
mm-hmm,
sound familiar, that sound a little
yep,
bit, but not too familiar, where it sounds
yeah.
like you copy, but just a little somewhere.
Oh yeah, no, look, Trevor, I'm already knowing. Look,
Yeah,
look, yeah, like I swear I be doing my research on like all these songs, man. Like when I say I was like a student, and still am to just listening to songs. Like when I got put on to an artist, I listened to their whole album, their whole latest album, and their whole first album, just to see, to get them. and to hear their sound, because we can't do that
Yeah.
with only one sound, or or
Yeah.
one song or two songs in there, or not.
Yeah.
That's why, like going through listening to your whole project, man.
Yeah. And
So
just
that's
like you
for
said,
me to
like
know who you are and your sound is.
yeah, and just like you said, like listening to the first album, I think that's important because the first album is a lot of times the life work. Like, you know what I
Yep,
mean? Their life work is that first album. And then
yep.
everything after that first album is their growth as an artist and then really growing because that is the
Influence, yep. And
influence
influences.
and all sorts of stuff, because a lot of times I feel like a lot of these artists come out really good and then they get influenced by the wrong people.
Yeah,
Like they get the
hey,
wrong management behind them, or they get, you know what I mean, where they get
yep,
tied into these contracts where they can't really choose what they do. They gotta keep,
yep,
just making songs that are gonna make money instead of making songs that really resonate with them. And that's the reason why they started making music. You know what I
yep.
mean?
And
It's the
that's
same
what
with like politicians. Like I feel like they get in there with the thought that they're gonna do good, but by the time they get in there, they owe all
they
these.
corrupt, man.
Yeah, they
Yep,
owe all these people who finance their campaigns and
yep.
shit. So now they can't even do what they were supposed to do. So now they just a puppet. That's
And,
the same with music.
and you know what? You said that. Yeah, you said that perfectly, Big Hill, because that's exactly what I think the same way. You know what I'm saying, when it comes to that, especially politicians and also music orders. It's almost like a monetary gain, or loss
Yeah,
behind it all.
yeah.
You know what I'm
And,
saying?
and it's really like if you think about it, it's crazy that we're really we think of success as just these digital numbers. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Just whenever like the currency, like money's really is worthless. Like you know what I mean? Like right now, if all
it
the banks
is right.
shut
It is.
and like you had to really go, like let's say like if you couldn't spend money nowhere, like you know what I mean, like it would,
Mm-hmm.
well, it don't matter how much money you got, it'd be about like what do you have to offer, what kind of crafts do you have, what kind of
Exactly.
physical things you can have, like
the
resources.
the border, what
Yeah,
can we do for each other that it'll make both of our lives simpler? Because at the end of the
yeah,
day, when I see homeless people and everything, I'm like, I can sleep in the woods in a tent. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It ain't about my living situation or anything. It's more so about the girls of so on. But at the end of the day, you still have families who live in tents.
yeah,
You have African tribes, you have
yeah.
indigenous Native American, you
You got
have
people
so
who
many
get
people who still doing
yeah,
it, but they are living in the comfort of how they live. You
yeah. Well,
know,
there's people in the Amazon that still
yeah,
live like how they lived thousands of years ago.
yeah,
Like they
yeah,
still got
man,
sticks and uncontacted tribes that
yeah.
they can't even contact. They go down there and try to help them. They start like their own
Shit,
spears.
they'll kill them. Yeah, I
They
just
don't
saw a
want nothing to
documentary
do.
on that, bro.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. That it was it the one with the he was a
Yeah,
he
that
was
white guy who went over.
yeah, and then
Yeah,
and then they left him on the beach or whatever, filled up with
yep,
the arrows. Yeah, he was trying to he was trying to make them into Christians or something
yeah,
like
yep. He was in ministry. Yep.
ministry.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it was. Yeah, this
And
is crazy.
dang, man, and that's
But
because
those people, they're happy like that though. Like they're
that's what
happy,
I'm saying.
you know. They
I
probably
like.
think witches and shit coming down like these
Mm-hmm.
fucking
What I'm
helicopters.
about to say, imagine them seeing a helicopter or a plane for the first time. They're like, what the? No, like,
Yeah,
what is that?
yeah,
That'd be mind blowing. And like, of course, they're gonna think they are foreign. Like,
yeah, yeah.
because
Well,
ain't no telling what. So, like, going
well,
back to what we was talking about earlier. What is their belief? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying?
And also, like we call them uncontacted tribes, but we don't know. Like they've been around thousands of years, so they might have
Bro,
had some people show up that fucked some shit up. So they're like, we don't fuck with white people
yeah,
no more. Like, if
exactly.
you see a white person, shoot them with arrows because they ain't no good. Like you
I
know what I
mean,
mean?
like,
or
hey,
just
look,
just an
we
outsider
don't.
in general. You know what I'm saying?
Yep,
Like you never know what's
we
happening there.
don't know.
Yeah, you know.
And a lot of us, we like to, especially man, we like to think that we know, but we don't know, man. At the
Yeah.
end of the day, if it's not no clear proof in today's time and logic, then do we really know? You
I
know
feel
what I'm
like
saying?
I feel like we like to pretend like we know, but
Yeah.
really we don't know anything. Like we don't
Well, I
even
mean,
with
that's why we.
history is just written by whoever won. Like so you know what I mean. You can't believe any of that because it's all
Yeah.
even if it is truth
Whoever
in it,
won,
yeah,
whoever won.
it's still gonna look better on one side or the other. Like you know what I'm saying.
Uh
So it's
huh.
you know like we really don't know it, and we're constantly like figuring out that like societies go date back way back,
Yeah,
long, further. You know what I mean? Like
yeah, because we know that
pyramids weren't
in the
even
Bible
they were built
that
like way before we even thought they were built. Like
yeah.
the pyramids could be like 5,000, years old. Like
All right,
whenever we thought they were just a couple thousand.
but think about that though. The pyramids was in the sense of already made, within the Old
Yeah,
Testament
like
and
the
everything. They
Egyptians
ain't
were
never
here.
talked about it or everything, but the Egyptians, they had
Yeah,
that
they
constructed
just
already.
because if you show up, you're gonna be like, this is my shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And then
and
and that's just how it went down. Like
think about it though too,
that's
right?
why we don't know how they built it. Because think about it, the Egyptians are documented everything so well. That's why we
Mm-hmm.
know so much about them. But they
Yep.
didn't document how they built the pyramids, and that kind of tells you maybe they probably didn't build it because
And
they would
then
have
look,
documented that. They documented everything else. Why didn't they tell us
I just
how they
about
did
to
that? You know?
look. I was
And
about
we
to say
still
that far
can't
as
even build those like that with the tools that they had. We still can't.
uh-huh.
There's no way we can even do it. Like the rocks are like perfectly lined up, like a
Yep.
laser cut
The
them and
stone
shit.
head, yep.
Yeah, that's why I believe that. I believe that there was like ancient civilizations with like technology
I mean,
that
you got Atlantis. You got Atlantis. I believe that was
I believe it too.
a real civilization. And my thing is too, right? In the Bible, it states that it was multiple gods, and we know this to be true for as of because they say the main god pretty much sanctioned out other minor gods to different nations and everything, and had them the rulers of those nations, right?
Yeah,
Well, the authorities of those nations, and who's to say that those nations then idolize that the guys who were versus
yeah.
the main one.
Or
But
maybe they
I
just
did this
or they're all
research
just
and I saw this
aliens or
video.
something. You know,
Hey,
that's what
but I
I feel
just
like.
look, and
They're
that
all
was
just
going back to
aliens,
my
and we think
point
this is
of
us, God. This is
aliens.
us, God. And we look at them as gods because imagine like
Yeah,
this
exactly.
civilization, somebody come down on a spaceship,
Yeah,
they would be a god, just like we would.
bro.
You know what I
We think
mean?
the same. Look, we think the same way when it comes to that. Like my thought and theory is, I believe in the Anunnaki as being the creators of the human, not the world, but
Yeah,
as human creations, and not Earth creation. Not I believe they were human creations, and I think it's a God that is over them and their creation. But we
yeah,
are in the likeness of we enlighten of some people who already know a government system, who already know a hierarchy, who already know power, and we like a
yeah,
god who's immortal, who's all good, is not going to make
yeah,
those
yeah.
without
And
for himself, for the people to suffer and whatnot, man. I
yeah,
just don't think so. I think he made the creation of this world, and then the free will came within all of
yeah.
his creations and so on and so forth.
I think the world was already here and we were like seeded here
Yeah,
because that's why I feel like we're so different than all the other species
yeah,
because we're from somewhere else and we just got seeded here, just like how we're trying to seed Mars now. You know what I mean? They
yeah.
say it'd be 200 years because I seen some they're trying to
You trying to
melt the
terraform
South
more?
Pole. Yeah, and they're trying to melt the poles on Mars to
Mm-hmm.
create water for the atmosphere. So like in 100 some years we'll be able to have, and I
You
feel
know
like that
that's
might have been something that been happening to Earth, like maybe
I
thousands or millions. Who knows? You know what I'm
look.
saying?
I think Mars been terraformed, and I think the pictures that they are showing us is not the real pictures. Especially like, all right, so you believe in the moon landing Bhillz?
No,
I don't believe in the moon landing no more.
I,
You know what I'm
nah,
saying? It was a
because
point of time where I was strong minded on it. Like, yeah, of course they went to the fucking moon. You know what I'm saying? Look, of course we. No,
yeah,
I don't believe that way
and
now.
it's
As
just
far
too
as
many
doing my
things.
research and stuff.
Yeah, and there's too many things. And just like whenever the astronauts came back
Yeah,
whenever that they're sitting there and they're just acting all weird and shit, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah,
it's
man.
just too many.
Yeah,
And it's like, why haven't we gone back since?
yeah,
You know
man.
what I mean? Like,
But it's crazy because they said 2025 we was supposed to go back, but not now. Nothing
yeah,
came about. So
yeah.
yeah, and but
I believe
even with
I
that though,
believe
right?
and my thoughts on that though is like maybe we did go to the moon, you know what I'm saying? But I don't
Hmm.
believe it happened the way they did it. Like
Yeah.
because one thing is how did Nixon call the people on the moon with a landline? You know what I'm saying? He over there with a landline and shit like Y'all doing good,
Bro,
boy.
and our cell phones don't work. Our cell phones didn't even work like that.
So like that
That
shit,
good.
but I feel like maybe like the footage, like they couldn't get the footage back, so they like faked that part. Like maybe they did actually go there, but I don't believe that none of the footage is real, and I don't believe I
Yeah,
really that's just wishful thinking. But I really
yeah,
don't. I think that we were just in such a rush to beat the Russians because they beat us with
yeah. That they made it
everything
up.
else. Yeah, they made they had the satellite go up and then they went
Yeah.
around the Earth first, so we couldn't have
Look,
them beat us on that. You know?
look, this is my thing. They can prove everybody wrong of using that same equipment, using the same material and everything, and send people right back up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Send
yeah.
send them people right
And
back up. Let's
but
see. Let's
why
see.
but why would we be so like trying to go to Mars right now if we could go
You
to the
know what
moon?
I'm saying, bro? Like
Like,
why? But why
you
why
think we
not
have
why
like
not
the
make
18th
our
century
planet better?
right now? Yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
Because
saying?
our
Why not?
I believe my idea with the Mars thing is I believe that it's good because I think that it's good to send some people to a different planet so that way if we blow ourselves up or some fucked up shit happens here, then there's some humans that are
Mm,
gonna survive and they can, maybe that's what happened with us. Maybe that's how we got here. Our
yeah,
planet, like it's just a big cycle. Like we start out as these primates and then we evolve into these like people and then we get all crazy and then we blow the earth
yeah.
up so we got so the because I believe that the
I
aliens are
don't.
giving us ideas. Like they just like to reverse, engineer things. Like they
Mm,
might crash a spaceship and be like, "Here, y'all go reverse engineer
yeah,
this," and then all of a sudden our technology boosts.
yeah.
Because our
But I don't
technology
think we
is so
evolved from
high.
or from apes. You know what I'm saying?
I don't think
Because
we evolved from apes,
it wouldn't be
but we're
no apes.
yeah, no, I don't think we evolved. I didn't mean
You
like
just
we
speaking
were
of evolution. You just speaking of evolution.
well, I just meant that we have primate instincts. Like they're our
Yeah,
closest, our DNA and stuff.
I know
That's
what you
our
mean.
closest. You know what I mean? So whatever we evolve from, like, because you're right, because they didn't evolve. Because if we came from them, then there'd be
They
no
won't be
more. Than,
here.
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly. But I
yeah, they
believe
won't
that.
be here.
But I believe that because I mean, we definitely evolved as humans. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah,
even our physical forms and stuff. You see these old
yeah,
skulls, and the heads are different, the eyes are
yeah.
bigger. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Because
And look, but and that goes to with the different civilizations. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Of who's to know that these different civilizations, so that like the more intelligent they was, the bigger their skull was and whatnot.
yeah,
But
yeah,
we treat Neanderthals as the slow ones or whatnot. But who's to know?
yeah,
That's
yeah,
just his. They wasn't there all them years ago to even know them fucking they selves, man.
yeah,
It's just like we going so much into the history of thousands of years ago, and none of us who are here today was not there.
yeah. And
You know what I'm saying?
it's all just predictions and agreed
Yeah,
upon.
it's predictions, man.
And it's just like, all right, so let's just predict something, and then us as intellectuals, let's all agree that
Man.
this is the right one, and then put that in a book. That's why there's so many gatekeepers in that,
Yep. Cause
like ancient ancestors, like they don't like that they keep pushing the date back. You know
yeah,
what I mean? Because
it's like at the end of the day, why we have the Vatican, is like why do we have the Vatican that's lock up secrets,
yeah,
and why do we even have secrets? That's what I'm getting at.
yeah,
Because they feel that if we give all the humans the right information or the true information, that the world is going crazy. And I
yeah.
understand that. And I get that and respect that and that,
I
but on
feel
their behalf, but it's
I
just
feel
like,
like we
dang,
already know though. I feel like the
yeah.
majority
Oh,
of people already know like that. You know
uh,
the truth. You know what I
I
mean?
don't think I don't think I think a lot of people are caught up because I don't think a lot of
Yeah.
people know. I think a
But I
lot of
mean,
people are still caught up.
they even got like, you know what I mean? Like they had that alien, like the Tic Tac thing. You know what I mean? It was
Mm-hmm.
what was it? The New Yorker and shit, and they had
Yep.
it on Time magazine. It
Yep.
ain't really been a point where they would just be open about shit like that until now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
because
It's like
now
they're just trying.
you have
I feel like they're
military
trying to.
personnel.
But I feel like they're trying to give us a little taste is to see how we react. Like just
Yep.
be like, all right, let's give them a little taste. Let's give them, and I feel like they do that with movies too. I feel like a lot of
Yeah.
shit in movies, they're prepping us for what's gonna come. You know,
Yeah. Hey,
that's why
we think the
the Terminator
same.
shit and now all this AI shit, they were prepping us.
Yeah,
you
we
know,
think the same way. Be here as far as like every movie or show, I feel like have an agenda that they want to push out to, the
yeah,
consumer. I don't think a project get past certain powers without having the agenda behind it. You know what I'm saying? A writer or a
the
creator
first
can have the
TV
the
and shit.
most innocent thing behind their creation, but I believe it's the higher powers who will be like, no, we need to make this a agenda,
Yeah,
behind it. Like you said,
yeah,
they gotta tell us the truth is all the truth gotta come out, man. And
yeah,
if it's sprinkled on, that's good. And that leaves the ones who are curious and who do have an imagination to go do their research to, learn for ourselves. For the
yeah,
versus the ones who teach them. Like
yeah,
if we know, like if we go to church and everything, we know pastors are only giving their parables like Jesus gave the parables to them because they wouldn't understand the truth if it was to be given to them in a lump sum. You know what I'm saying? So they
uh,
gotta give them stories to help them cope within their life of what's going on today and now. And I understand that. I get that because if a lot of people was to reach their alignment and spiritual awakening at once, a lot of the world would be a crazy place, man.
yeah.
That would be a
Everybody quit
crazy
their
place to
jobs
know,
and stuff. They'd be like, I
yeah. They don't want to
don't
work, don't want to work no more. They don't
yeah.
want to, you know what I'm saying?
It's a
Like,
lot of
so
this
I
stuff
get it.
going
I
on.
get it. And I love it. I love for people to have their own beliefs and everything. But
Yeah,
yeah, it's just sometimes we just got to be open minded about other people's perspectives and
yeah.
beliefs and whatnot
Yeah,
that
I
we
feel
can
like
coexist.
I feel like you just gotta be like not judgmental about other people's
Yeah,
beliefs
yeah, exactly.
because that's what really fucks everything up with me with religion is how people that are so religious they're so judgmental. A lot of them, you know what I mean? And they're judgmental with each other and stuff. So it's like,
Yeah, that'd be my biggest thing. I'm
yeah,
like, how can you be this or you say it is? And a lot of people like to say free will and all this, but I'm like, that's an excuse, man. Like, when are we gonna stop using the excuses of free will or I'm this person and just be a good person?
yeah,
Why is it hard to just give out positive affirmations or
yeah,
positive thoughts? Like, why is it that hard?
yeah.
A lot of
Just
people
be
like, oh
good
well,
people.
this person needs like, come on, man. Like
Yeah,
like
because that's
they
really what
making an
it's
excuse.
that's really what it's all about. It's all about just being a good person. Because, like you said,
Yeah, man.
like in the end, like I feel like God, he ain't go judge you and be like, oh well, you were born in this region, so you were this
Mm-hmm.
kind of religion because you were born on. Because think about it, like right now, if we were born in an Arab country, we would be
We gonna
Arabic.
be Muslim.
Yeah, we'd be
Yep, we gonna
Muslim.
be
You know what I'm
Muslim.
saying? So it'd be like, or if we were in Asia, we'd be Buddhist.
Yep,
It's
man.
like
Look,
it
it's
doesn't matter. Like
Taoism,
religion.
Hinduism. You know what I'm saying?
I think it's all about like you just gotta be a good person.
You just
You
gotta
know
be
what
a
I'm
good
saying?
person.
That's all it's really.
And that's why I was saying, it's war gods, man. Like they say, I did research and I saw this like video or so. It was saying that you know their guy was a war guy who wanted all of the powers of the nations and everything. But that sounds like something that we go through within our human lifespans, that people want more power over other people, over other nations and stuff. So why we
Yeah.
can't see that within our gods that we going through,
I
but
think
but
that
but it's crazy though. Every culture is the example of who they look up to. So
yeah,
if you look at
every
the,
culture has
that's
religion.
crazy.
They do though. Another thing is every culture has music. You know what I
Yep.
mean?
Oh, look.
All around the world, like even before the world even came about,
Uh
every
huh.
single culture had some sort of their version of music. You know
Yep.
what I mean?
Harmonic. Harmonic frequencies, as I like to call it.
Yeah, and they go key to key, like religion,
Mm-hmm.
spiritual, music, all that shit is one. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Energy and all that, man. So I know that you gotta wrap it up. So before we get off here, man, I wanted to touch on the experience, man. So talk about what's going on with the experience. Tell us what's new with the experience, and tell people about the experience that aren't familiar.
Oh yeah, most definitely. Hey, the experience is a, group made of two artists. It's me and my brother Ron Squeak. He couldn't make it today. I know he's busy within his life right now. But what's coming? We got Road Trip Eyes 2 that was just released early, like mid last year 2025, and then we got a project coming up where it's multiple features and we don't have a title yet, but more songs to give y'all that shows you more of who we are as individuals, but also who we are collectively as the group. But also shining the light on the features that we do have that we do have on there. Especially we have Bhillz on there too. Yeah, look,
Yeah,
hey, no, that's gonna be it's gonna be a dope dope
yeah,
album, man.
for sure, for sure. So yeah, man,
I
yeah,
about to
man,
say I would say before we leave, you mind doing that one song?
the needing me.
Yeah. Hey, they get my day started at Bhillz, man.
Yeah, I got you. All right, hold
Yeah,
on.
I'm
I
telling you,
gotta.
ever since you sent me, I'm like, ah, man, it's a good resonator song. That's one of those songs that people can resonate to,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
everybody had that.
I'm really looking forward to doing the video for it too, man.
Oh
Because I think
yeah,
because that's why I've been
mm-hmm.
waiting to drop it. Because I'm gonna drop it on the album on February 26th. But I want to, but but my thing is like, because I feel like some songs it's best just drop with the
It need that
video. You know
visual.
what I mean?
Yep.
Yeah, because the song's dope even without the visual. But I feel like with the
Yeah.
visual, it would just
It
make
it
it
it,
even more. Because
it
I
make
feel
it
like a lot
whole.
of songs, because what I've been feeling like is whenever I like drop these songs, it's almost like dropping twice because you drop the song and then you drop the video, so it's almost like two drops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like I
Yeah.
kind of want to just like with the important songs, I just want to drop them with the video, so it's like one drop. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
No,
this
I
gonna be the
understand you on
same.
that.
All right, so we go play this. This is Need Me, featuring Jokken and Bhillz. This is gonna be on my album February 26th, produced by me.
When I start to think of you, my heart, it breaks in two. I don't know what to do. I'm so in love with you. Should I stay or should I leave? I know you're so bad for me. Should I stay or should I leave? I know you're so bad. I don't know why I feel the closest when I'm high or drunk. Look at you. So what? You acting like you never smoked a blunt. Do I not give you everything you want? Every time you down, I'm just there to lift you up. And now you wanna stand there and say you sick of us. All you do is fuss every time you come in. And all I do is hustle, ain't got time to commit. So why you looking at me like you didn't know the shit? Like you just noticed it, like you was blindsided, eyes blinded, close to the lifetime flying. So I'm leaving and I'm done and I'm tired of this shit. And I'm out and I'm gone and I'm firing this bitch. Fire up the whip and I fire up the split. And I'm like, damn, how much high can I get? I just fire up the whip and I fire up the split. And I'm like, damn, how much higher can I get? When I start to think of you, my heart, it breaks in two. I don't know what to do. I'm so in love with you. I know you're so bad. Should I stay or should I leave? Should I stay? Should I leave? I know you're so bad for me. I know you're so bad. I know you're so bad for me.
How you gonna say that you needed me when you leaving me? At least leave me my dignity. Saying I'm the one, like I'm the only one, but you were supposed to be the one. And you were supposed to be the one. When times get hard, we grow apart. True feelings exposed and we showed our heart. When times get hard, we grow apart. True feelings exposed and we showed our heart.
How you gonna say that you needed me, and at the same time, say you leaving me. How you gonna say that you needed me, and at the same time, say you leaving me.
Leaving me now. So you believe in me now. You believe in my dreams, all the visions I see, all the people I bring, who love me singing. You say that I'm shopping, but look who's laughing now, yeah. Making songs for these chapters, just to read my book after I'm down. Oh, no, me all the time. And it would be like I told you I did, you on my side. I got you for life. We finna take this ride. From me, you show your good energy.
Yeah, that's the one right there, big head, man. That one cold.
Yeah, it is. That's just gonna be dope.
Yeah, I can't wait to do a video on that mud too.
All right, so TZ had 3 questions you want me to ask you.
Yeah.
If we ask them real quick, or you gotta
Mm-hmm.
go.
Oh no, we
We can
good.
do them.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he wants to know. Let's see what the first one is. He wants to know, how do you handle negative input, and what was that, or what has stick with you the most, or what has
Oh,
stuck out? Yeah.
within music or within life? Well, you know what? I'll just give both. Within music, I for me, I want to say nothing is negative. It's mostly all critique, or it's not even critique. It's mostly all personal. You know what I'm saying? If somebody
Opinion.
say something negative, it's their personal opinion, and I just respect it. If, like I said before, if you know who you are and what you make, it resonates with you, then can't nothing be negative to you, man. Can't nothing be negative to you or towards you. You know, so it's just like I just keep moving. You know, I if it's more so of a constructive, criticism of like you telling me of how I can become better or improve, then that's where I'm listening as all right, they are saying this for a reason. You know what I'm saying? They are saying this for a reason of what they see in their view. So I do take consideration into what they're saying. But if it's something that I don't hold within my values or my beliefs or my morals, then I just stick to what I know. But if it's something that I need to take into consideration and that I need to look in and have that self reflection on, then I definitely would do that. But I'm never the one to just listen to somebody's opinion and change myself, solely
Yeah.
based off of
Well,
somebody
and
else's
it's like,
opinion.
yeah, exactly, because that's all it is an opinion, and
Yeah,
you gotta be able to judge the opinion from where it's coming from, because like sometimes people will be,
exactly.
coming from somebody
Hmm.
that's already has a negative life or a negative
Yeah,
outlet
man.
on life. They're not gonna be able to help bring nothing positive to
Yeah,
you.
like if
You
I
know what I mean?
don't, like for me, if I know the person don't understand who I am or where I come from, then I'm definitely ain't listening to them because you don't know me. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So it's like, so I really take that, advice for people who, wish me well or who does know me. You know what I'm saying? Like I was able to come onto, your platform and everything, and hear what y'all had because y'all been through it, but y'all also knew what y'all was talking about and
yeah,
everything. But at the same
yeah,
time, I have to go with my judgment of should I listen to y'all or not. And
yeah,
from what I've listened to and learned, it only improved me, to be better. So and so
yeah.
now you know that the people who are giving this advice is telling you because they want your betterment of self. Then you know
Hmm.
you can continue to listen to them if you choose to, but
Yeah,
just
and
because y'all
especially,
have that understanding of each other, you know.
yeah, and especially the way things are with online and stuff, because like
Yeah,
there's so many
man.
hurt people hurt people, and I feel like
Yeah,
there's people that just want to hate and comment just on some negativity. It's
bro.
almost like a rite of passage, because then it's like you're like a celebrity now, because they don't even look at you as a real person no more. You're just a
Yeah,
object to them. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
and it's not even. I wouldn't even call them hurt. I'll say it's more people who just don't even know themselves, man. And those
Yeah,
are the ones who society tell them how to be and who to be. So it's just like, hey, I can't listen to somebody who don't have their own thought and opinion,
yeah,
for themselves.
for
Yeah,
sure, for sure. All right, man. Well, I appreciate you being on here, man. Is there anything that
yeah, no
you want
problem,
to
man.
before we hop off here?
Yeah, and I'll say, everybody, if y'all could go check out Soul Ties, it's out on all platforms right now. It released December 25th. It's out on all. It's under the name The Experience, under the group name, but Soul Ties, Jokken, got a lot of amazing features on there. And be looking out for the next few projects that me, bro, and everybody else be working on. And definitely catch me live on Bhillz again for sure.
Yeah, yeah,
Appreciate you, be here for having me, man.
for sure, man. I appreciate you coming
And
on here
shout out to
too.
Quality Music Management too, man. Hey, y'all doing y'all thing.
So tell people where they can follow you at too, all your social
All
media.
right. Yeah, Instagram is D_experience 1522. My Facebook is J Kennedy, Joe Ken, and then my TikToks My TikTok, I'll have to put it in the comments under here, or I'm gonna share this live again and then have all of those filled in so everybody can have that follow with all of that information. But yeah, I need to start having that by heart
Yeah,
because
get
I
you
do
like a
be
little
posting on
chart
TikTok. Yeah,
or something. Like
yeah.
I got this little thing where it just
Oh yeah,
follows you.
true. Yeah, you're right.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, that's
and then
clever.
you can just post that. You don't even gotta type nothing.
Yeah,
Just,
so type nothing in.
yeah. All right,
You
man. I
know, I
appreciate
need to get into like the QR code stuff and the electronic
Yeah,
business card and whatnot.
yeah, definitely the QR codes. I need to get some of those too because I feel like, especially doing shows and shit, like I feel like
Yeah,
it's important to have cards and let people because they might feel your music, but they don't. By the time they get home, they already
mm-hmm.
forgot how to spell your name
Exactly.
or
Yep.
something.
Yep. Hey, but yeah, we definitely got chopped up some more Big Hills,
For sure, man.
man. Yeah, we got the same thought process on a lot of things, man. And like I said,
Definitely,
I'm
definitely,
always learning and whatnot. I definitely be sending you some stuff over
for sure.
of what I research and learn.
For sure, man. All right, man. Everybody, make sure y'all go follow Jokken and The Experience, man, on all
And
platforms. Man, I
most
appreciate you
definitely
being on the show, man.
appreciate y'all, man.
For sure.
Love me or hate me. Ooh, ay. Thugging, are you snaking me? Ay. Love me or hate me. Don't know what you would do. Thugging, are you snaking me? Don't be one of the two. Time after time, you done showed me the lie after lie. Never told me the truth. Love me or hate me. Don't know what you would do. Thugging, are you snaking me? Don't be one of the two. Time after time, you done showed me the lie after lie. Never told me the truth. You changed, it'll never be the same with you.
So high, can't see the ground. So fly, can't be seen around. So I will be leaving now. Smell like I've been held a pound. There's nothing you can tell me now. Let's just need another round. I see these evils all around.
Call me riches, we smoke swishes when we running shit. And I don't even know what this my other bitch. Mr. Miyagi, I'm sipping sake and blowing swishes. Hard to take a L when you always winning. Top with capping like they want it, they ain't on it though. Just to make him mad, I call his favorite hoe.
Time after time, you done showed me the truth.
And I don't need no watch. I don't need no watch. Swear my heart beat to the baby. They say it is a game. I feel like it's a curse. And I don't need no watch. I know it's my time. I got all night.
Baby girl, like how you moving, you know ain't no giving up. Say that you need me, know I had enough.
Just try not to lose your soul. I feel a little lost today. I feel like I lost my way. I feel a little lost today. I guess it's just the cost you pay.
The red pill, then that means that you are free from the fake
red pill,
matrix, whatever life, and then you get to see reality. So
that red pill, the red pill's where it's at.
He made his name off of the red pill.
All my people keep it checking in.
Yo, K-Ray! Smiley, my on some cypher shit. Mind so ready, I crack this slick. You already know how long I've been on, yeah. I was 7 picking up the microphone.
Pimp tongue. Pimp.
Goodbye.
Hey, voicemail full, phone can't even ring no more. They triple.
I'm on that other shit.
Hold up. Wait, stop.
No, I'm not in the mood. Come back again. We here not though. We here not.